Alright, boys and girls, what are we doing today? Well, it's a little overcast, but we're gonna roll with it. Hopefully we don't get too wet. Going to potentially trade this thing in. It's a 2010 Harley Davidson Road King Classic. Ape hangers, as you can see, 19-inch. Normally, I know it's got this windshield on it right now, like, I don't know, 95% of the time I think the windshield looks stupid, so I usually don't put it on. Also got the detachable sissy bar luggage rack. I usually don't run with any of that, but because we're going to trade it in, that's why all this stuff is on here. Now if it does decide to rain, we'll have a little bit of added protection. My windshield's got a little bit of sprinkles on it, and as it gets later in the day, the chance of precipitation is supposed to go down, so cross our fingers. The bike I'm going to be looking at, so this is a night and day difference, right? Am I going to be trading it in for another Harley? Nope. Looking at a 2017 Yamaha Super Tenere. Now, when I first bought this Harley, I got this Harley about, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago. When I bought this bike, I went and looked at it, and I was looking at this bike and I think it was a 2015 or 2016 Triumph Tiger Explorer 1200. So I kind of wanted the adventure bike, right? And growing up, I'd always had sport bikes, never had a cruiser. Like I don't know, I probably had 10 or 15 different motorcycles over the years, and they were all crotch rockets. Or I'm sorry, I don't know, I don't want to trigger anybody. Sport bikes. Anyway, where the Triumph kind of comes in, I'm also into Jeeps. I don't know if you saw my first video. We did a kind of a Jeep run, me and a couple buddies on the Trans-Wisconsin Adventure Trail. You know, the whole like overlanding, and then for those that aren't familiar with overlanding, we'll call it car camping, right? Again, I don't want to trigger anybody. So yeah, I thought like the adventure bike would be kind of in line with that, right? Now, I go to the dealer. It was a used bike dealer that shall remain nameless. They had both of these bikes there. Now, the Triumph was actually a new bike. It had like 17 miles on it. I think they bought it from like a Triumph dealer that was going out of business or something. But so anyway, they had that Triumph. I think it was like a 2015, 2016, and then they had this Road King, and it had like 1,900 miles on it, right? I rode them both, and I was kind of leaning towards the Triumph. You know, in the back of my mind, it's like, you know, dude, you've wanted a Harley your whole life. If you buy this Triumph, you're still gonna have this like little like thing dangling over your head of like, should have bought the Harley. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do the Harley. When I rode it, it wasn't like, I didn't really think this bike was like all that comfortable, you know what I mean? Like it had the stock bar, so it didn't have the apes. I did the apes, but I couldn't really like get comfortable on it. But I'm like, you know, I'll do the handlebars, I'll do a different seat, we'll make it work. And I don't know if I mentioned before, like I did try selling this thing private party, but because I have a lien on it, the couple times I had guys look at it, you know, they'll come look at the bike and like they're all ready to buy, but the bank, for whatever reason, if I'm like, okay, if I bring you cash, can I get a lien release, right? And they're like, no, if you come here, you cannot get a lien release. We have to send it electronically to the state. And I'm like, well, like, okay, how long does that take? Can I just go to the DMV then and get my title? That's a 3-day process, sir. I'm like, okay, 3 days. And then how long does it take the DMV? It could take an additional 2 days. So we're looking at 5 days total, right? If somebody comes with cash to buy my bike and we go to the bank together, we're looking at 5 days before I can get a title. Well, both of the dudes that came and looked at the bike and were serious, they're like, yeah, that's not gonna work for me, bro. And I'm like, hey man, I don't blame you. So anyway, that's where we're at. I went up to one dealer up in Milwaukee. They had a Tenere, looked at that. They were like, well, you know, we're not interested in your bike, so we're gonna have to call around to see if we can find any interested parties. And I'm like, all right, so this is going nowhere. The next day, oh yeah, man, we're not interested. Now the dealer that I'm going to today, the bike that they have, the Tenere, is like I don't know what the hell the color's called. I tried Googling it. I think it's like desert sandstone. It's kind of an undesirable color. Like I'm really not thrilled about the color, but if we can make a deal happen, I'm willing to do it just because I want an adventure bike. We'll see how it goes. You know, one thing I will miss, like the sound. I mean, there's really nothing like it, man. Like these are cool bikes, dude. Cool to ride. You know, with the ape hangers, I think it definitely turns heads. For a lot of people, you know, you're buying into it, right? If you want to show your rugged individuality, brother, you get yourself a black street glide. It's like nothing screams individuality like a black street glide. Am I right, guys? So that's another thing. When I bought my Harley, like I did not want a black Harley, dude. Like everybody has a black Harley. So that's kind of where I'm at. Like I do a lot of my riding by myself, so like it really, dude, it doesn't matter like if I'm on a Harley or what I'm on. You know what, dude, I said like again. It's like, I know I say it a lot, and like my wife used to bust my balls of like, you sound like a valley girl, like when you say that all the time. But now that I'm recording here, man, I can really tell. I can really tell every time I say it. Here we go. I don't know, should I do something cool like where I go like, whoop? All right, guys, we're almost there. Ooh, all right, boys, here we are. Oh, look at that. They got the Super 10 already out. Nice. All right, guys, so we're doing a little test ride on the Tenere. My initial thoughts, like sitting on it, I like it. It's pretty comfortable. I feel like it fits me decently well too. As far as just riding position, like right off the bat, I think it's much more comfortable. But yeah, I'm not going to bore you while I'm sitting here in this red light. So once we get through this light, we'll pick it back up. So this is definitely going to take me some getting used to. Pulling off from that light, I just look like an idiot. The clutch doesn't grab until it's almost like all the way out, and I'm like trying to just sit there like, why won't this thing engage? Am I in gear? Nah, whatever. Look like an idiot. Feels good, man. Feels like it's got a decent amount of power. This color, if I'm being honest, like seeing it in person, I actually kind of like it a little bit more. Riding position, this thing's pretty dang comfortable. Kind of like it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like riding something like this, I could probably easily put on 400 miles a day. I know if you do those crash bars or crash cages that they have, you know, you can throw your feet forward if you need to stretch your legs out or something like that. You know, you can kind of stand up and ride too. Yeah, man, stuck behind this garbage truck smells awesome. I don't know, man, I kind of like it, the power. So there we go, there's a little stand-up action. Feels good, like, oh man, I like it. Now this is a twin. It's like an inline twin though. For those of you that are not familiar, 1200 cc's in 5th gear right now, cruising at 50. If I hit it, like, it actually starts to pull, man. It's got that kind of lopey grunt that you get out of a V-twin. Now, I mean, riding a Harley, I mean, that thing's a damn pig, but like right now we're in 4th downshift. Hit it, like, it's got some pretty good power, man. Feels good. This thing's actually pretty comfortable. I like it. But like I said, man, I do a lot of riding by myself, so personally that's just kind of like, I don't know, whatever. Look at these dudes. What's up, guys? Oh yeah, dude, this is a ripper. It's a ripper. I really shouldn't be comparing it to the Harley, dude. I mean, the Harley is like, the thing can't even get out of its own way. That thing's got a 96-inch cubic centimeter or whatever, I don't know, 96-inch motor. It's like, I don't know, it's okay. I mean, it's nothing like a sport bike, and even this thing, like, this thing gets it pretty good. I like it. I enjoy it. It's comfortable. I guess I'll have to get rid of all my my Harley Davidson leather jacket, Harley Davidson shirts and hoodies, trade them in for some Yamaha gear. I really do feel like I could ride this thing all day. All right, there she is. It's a done deal. Oh man, the Harley, she served me well, I suppose. But on to bigger and better things. You know, and plus I figure, you know, with my channel being called Voss Adventures, it kind of makes a little more sense for me to have an adventure bike, eh? And dude, even look at this. I traded in my my flannel, my Harley riding flannel, for this sweet blue Yamaha hoodie. So I'm really official. It's a little bit sad though, man. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see the Harley in the rear view mirror there, but I don't know. I'm like, it's bittersweet. Now, at first I was like, I didn't feel any attachment to that bike, and now I'm like, a part of me is questioning, did I make the right decision? You know I did, because I've kind of wanted one of these for ages, man, right? But I'm like, I don't know, did I make the right decision? Did I not make the right decision? But I think I did. I think once I get on this and start putting some miles on it, I'm going to realize that I'm pretty dang happy with it. So yeah, guys, super stoked, dude. Man, I'm like pretty happy. When won't you do it? Won't you do it? Part of me, looking back, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna miss the Harley, but even just riding away, like right now, I'm like digging it, man, digging it. I think I made the right decision. I'm not gonna be getting them Harley waves though, but I got the bike I wanted. First real trip is going to be late August, doing the Lake Superior Circle Tour with one of my buddies. He's on a V-Strom. I was going to do it either way, like regardless of machine. I was going to do it on the Harley if I still had the Harley. I'm going to have to get used to that too. I got to, dude, the Harley, the turn signals cancel themselves out after you make the turn. On this one, not so much. So I got to remember to turn my turn signals off. But yeah, man, I'm pretty stoked. Happy. Without the exhaust on this thing though, you can like barely hear it. Pretty quiet. And they said don't redline it for the first 600 miles. Stagger your speeds as you're driving. You know, he said if I need to take it on the highway, I'm alright. But you know, try to like stagger speed. So I'm going to be kind of taking some back roads, country roads, back into Wisconsin. So yeah, guys, I know this wasn't like a super exciting video. Made the deal happen. There's definitely going to be more videos to come. Like I said, stay tuned for that the trip at the end of August. I'm definitely going to be videotaping that. Videotaping? Who says that? I'm going to be video recording it digitally. Videotape. Anyway, definitely going to take you guys along for that. I think that'll be a really cool trip. Go around Lake Superior up into Canada. Got the right bike for it now. And yeah, any other trips I take, you guys are definitely going to be coming along. So I'm stoked, man. It's going to be fun. But yeah, man, this summer we're going to have some Jeep videos, bike videos now. Maybe I'll do like some camping trips on the bike, whatever. But yeah, man, I'm excited. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Watch the videos. Like them if you liked them. If you didn't like them, let me know what you didn't like. Anyway, catch you guys on the next one. Bye.